Elon Musk has promised you a fully self-driving Tesla 6 times since 2018. Last week he missed his deadline again. But while Tesla keeps promising, Google just updated 4 million cars overnight, NVIDIA unveiled a 10 billion parameter AI brain for your vehicle, and China put full artificial intelligence into a $14,000 car. This is the AI car war of 2026. And there is only one winner. Here is why 2026 is different. 3 things changed at once. First, the large language model. The same AI that powers chatbots can now read road signs, predict pedestrians, and make split-second driving decisions. Second, over-the-air updates. Your car now gets smarter every month without a dealership visit, like a phone. Third, the price war. Chinese manufacturers drove the cost of an AI-equipped electric vehicle so low that Western companies have no choice but to compete or disappear. Whoever wins this war controls where you go, what you hear, and who you call. And that data is worth more than any engine ever built. This is the battlefield. Let us meet the 4 fighters. Round 1. Tesla. Go back to April 2019. Elon Musk stood on a stage and said this exact sentence. I feel very confident predicting that there will be autonomous robot access from Tesla next year. That was 7 years ago. The robot access never came. Here is the full timeline of broken promises. In 2018, Musk promised full self-driving by end of year. In 2020, he promised 1 million robot access on the road. In 2022, he promised level 5 autonomy that year. In June 2025, he promised unsupervised FSD launching to customers. In January 2026, he moved the target to Q1. Then on April 23, 2026, on Tesla's earnings call, Musk said these exact words. I am just guessing here, but probably in the 4th quarter. 8 years. 6 promises. Still guessing. Here is what FSD version 14.3.2, released in April 2026, actually does today. Tesla rewrote its AI compiler from scratch, achieving 20% faster reaction time. The system now uses a unified neural network across Smart Summon, FSD, and the Robotaxi platform. Tesla has accumulated 10 billion miles of driving data. 10 billion miles. That is a genuine technical achievement. But here is the hard truth. It is still level 2 driver assistance. You must stay alert. You must be ready to take over at any moment. This is not the autonomous car Musk promised. Meanwhile, the California DMV caught Tesla misleading consumers. In December 2025, regulators formally found Tesla in violation of state law for marketing autopilot and full self-driving as capabilities they are not. Tesla had a choice: rename the feature or lose the right to sell cars in California. That is 11% of global deliveries. By February 18, 2026, Tesla had renamed autopilot to traffic-aware cruise control. A software update in April renamed navigate on autopilot to navigate on auto steer. A regulator forced Tesla to admit what the name always implied. This is not self-driving. In China, Tesla's second biggest market, FSD does not exist yet. Musk told investors it would be approved by February 2026. Chinese state media responded that this claim was, quote, not true. Approval is now expected at the earliest in Q3 2026. And in April 2026, Tesla remotely disabled full self-driving on 100,000 vehicles in China that had been jailbroken on an underground market. 100,000 cars, hacked, just so people could access the feature Tesla promised them 8 years ago. And then there is the hardware betrayal. Millions of customers paid $15,000 for full self-driving on Hardware 3 vehicles. On April 23, 2026, Musk admitted on the earnings call that Hardware 3 simply does not have the capability to achieve unsupervised FSD. Hardware 3 has up to 8 times less memory bandwidth than Hardware 4. In 2019, Musk called it trivially upgradable. It was not. 4 million owners just found out their $15,000 investment may be worthless. And while Tesla fights regulators and broken promises, a search engine just quietly installed its AI into 4 million cars overnight. Round 2. Google. On April 28, 2026, Google and General Motors made an announcement most people missed, but that may be the most significant AI car moment of the year. Gemini, Google's most powerful AI, began rolling out to every Cadillac, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC vehicle built since 2022 with Google built in. 4 million cars. Updated over the air. No hardware change. No dealership visit. Your 2022 Silverado woke up smarter on a Tuesday morning. What does Gemini actually do inside your car? It does not drive it. Google is not competing with Tesla on the road. Google is competing for your voice, your attention, and your time while you are sitting in the seat. Ask Gemini to find a vegetarian restaurant open late with parking for your truck. It gives you 3 options and asks which you prefer. Ask it why your liftgate is not closing correctly. It pulls the answer from your owner's manual. Send a voice message, change the route, adjust the temperature, and find a charging station, all in 1 sentence. Done. This is Gemini Live in your car. Real time. Natural. Conversational. The gap between a smart car and a dumb car just became visible to 40 million American GM vehicle owners. Google is not trying to drive your car. It is trying to become your car. And right now, for everyday driving, that is the most useful AI in any mass-market vehicle on the road. Google is making cars smarter. NVIDIA is making them see. Round 3. NVIDIA. At CES 2026 in Las Vegas, Jensen Huang unveiled Alpamayo. The name is a mountain in Peru. The technology is a mountain in artificial intelligence. Alpamayo is a 10 billion parameter model built for one purpose. To drive. Imagine a brain that has studied every possible driving scenario, every edge case, every impossible intersection, and can react in milliseconds to things it has never seen before. That is Alpamayo. Here is what makes NVIDIA's approach fundamentally different. Instead of collecting billions of real driving miles, which takes years and costs lives, NVIDIA built AlpaSim, an open-source simulation framework. AlpaSim creates synthetic driving worlds where every edge case can be run, crashed, corrected, and learned from at machine speed. The model processes more complex scenarios than any human driver will encounter in 10 lifetimes. And what it produces, steering, braking, acceleration, comes from a single unified vision language action model. See, understand, act. One thought. No lag. Who is already using it? Every new Range Rover, Defender, Discovery, and Jaguar is built on the NVIDIA Drive platform from 2026. Lucid and Uber unveiled their robotaxi at CES using NVIDIA Drive AGX Thor. On-road testing has already begun. Mercedes is putting NVIDIA Drive AI into the new CLA. BYD, Geely, and Nissan are adopting NVIDIA's platform for Level 4 vehicles. Whether it is a luxury SUV or a mass-market EV, the brain increasingly comes from Santa Clara. NVIDIA does not have a car. It has something better. It has the platform everyone else builds on. The company that sells shovels in a gold rush does not need to find gold. NVIDIA profits whoever wins. And China just decided it wants to win everything. Round 4. China. In April 2026, at the Beijing Auto Show, ByteDance, the company that owns TikTok, announced something that should have made every Western automaker panic. ByteDance Doubao AI is now running inside 145 car models across more than 7 million vehicles. 7 million vehicles. In less than 2 years. Handling 30 million in-car voice interactions every single day. This is not a concept car. This is not a pilot. This is China's EV price war becoming an AI arms race, and it happened faster than anyone predicted. BYD's God's Eye driver assistance system, powered by DeepSeek's AI model, is now standard equipment on vehicles that cost less than $15,000. Western automakers charge $15,000 just for the self-driving software option. China puts AI in the base model. The most technically interesting story in this entire war is Xpeng. In March 2026, Xpeng rolled out VLA 2.0 to its vehicles. VLA stands for Vision Language Action. Instead of 3 separate systems, one to see, one to plan, one to control the wheels, VLA 2.0 does all 3 in a single unified model. The same way you drive. You do not consciously think, obstacle, swerve, brake. You just react. Xpeng's system now reacts the same way. In a 20-kilometer urban test in Guangzhou during evening rush hour, Xpeng VLA 2.0 required one driver takeover. Tesla FSD on the same route required 5, according to an independent test. An Xpeng CEO made a public bet. By August 30, 2026, VLA 2.0 will match or beat Tesla FSD version 14 in China. The stakes if they miss. His head of autonomous driving runs naked across the Golden Gate Bridge. Volkswagen found the bet convincing enough to become the first external customer for VLA 2.0. Meanwhile, Tesla's FSD is still not approved in China. Xpeng is already shipping. BYD is already in 2.5 million vehicles. Doubao is in 7 million. China is winning the volume war, and closing the quality gap faster than anyone in Silicon Valley wants to admit. The verdict. 4 companies. 4 approaches. 1 winner. Here is my honest call. 4th place, Google. Rolling Gemini into 4 million cars is a real achievement. But Google is winning the cockpit, not the road. That is a smaller prize, and easier to lose if Apple or Amazon decide to compete seriously. 3rd place, Tesla. FSD is still the most technically capable driver assistance on American roads. 10 billion miles of data is a real competitive moat. But Hardware 3 betrayal, the China blockage, and 8 years of broken promises have opened a credibility gap that software updates cannot close. FSD is level 2. That gap matters enormously. 2nd place, China. The scale is overwhelming. 7 million vehicles running AI. BYD investing $14 billion in intelligent driving. Xpeng closing in on Tesla's capability by August. But there is a ceiling. Chinese AI cars cannot be freely sold in the United States or Europe yet. The geopolitical wall is real. 1st place, NVIDIA. Not because they have the best car. They do not have a car at all. They have the infrastructure every car company in the world is building on. JLR uses it. Mercedes uses it. BYD uses it. Lucid and Uber use it. The Alpamayo model is open source, meaning every startup, every challenger brand, can build on top of it. NVIDIA wins if Tesla wins. NVIDIA wins if China wins. NVIDIA wins if someone we have not heard of yet wins. In a war with 4 armies, the weapons dealer always wins. The take. Here is what nobody says out loud. The AI car war is not really about who drives best. It is about who controls the data from your journeys. The car that knows where you go, who you call, what music you play, and what route you take every morning is worth more than the car that drives itself. Google knows this. ByteDance knows this. Tesla built its entire business model around it. The real question is not which company builds the best AI. It is which company you trust with yours. And the answer to that question will shape cities, jobs, and daily life for the next 30 years. Subscribe for daily AI and tech news. Drop a comment below, Tesla, Google, NVIDIA, or China. Who do you trust with your car? Hit the bell so you never miss a video. We are just getting started.